Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Emma, and I am a 5th grade saxophone player. We are the 5th and 6th grade Gallup Band. Each letter in our name represents what we try to achieve as a band: grit, a good attitude, learning, leadership, ownership, and pride. We have 53 members in our band. We have a band rehearsal 4 times a week and receive 1 lesson a week.
This has been an exciting year, learning to play our instruments, getting to know each other, and working for a unified sound. We performed 3 concerts, played at a basketball game, attended a South Dakota Symphony concert, and had a chance to participate in the solo contest. We have worked hard, and we hope our performance tonight will show that.
Our first selection of Prehistoric Suite is a collection of 4 short pieces in which each describe a type of dinosaurs and their characteristics. As you listen, you can enjoy the slide presentation that was prepared by Noah Ketterling, one of our band members. We hope that the effects of the visual images and music will take you back to the time of the dinosaurs.
Dragons of the Ancient Court by Mark Williams is an exciting and fiery piece. The driving percussion parts keep the rest of the band playing until the end. Enjoy Dragons of the Ancient Court.
Dance Celebration was inspired by the composer's attendance at his daughter's very first dance recital. The youngest daughter, Madison, performed a beginner ballet ensemble. His oldest, Savannah, danced in a more contemporary style that led to the celebration and energy that is felt at the end. Let's all celebrate with Dance Celebration.
Wait 1 second. Yes, we are. Okay, really quick. We just wanted to take just a quick moment to celebrate this woman here on stage next to us. She just finished her final band concert of her teaching career. Can you guys give her a huge round of applause? On behalf of our music department, we want to present her a couple of gifts to thank her for her service and thank her for being such a wonderful colleague, and wish her the best of luck as she continues on with her next adventure into retirement. So one more round of applause for Brenda Baker. Okay, they're going to leave, and we're up next, so please stick around for our junior high band.
Thank you all for coming tonight. Yeah, we've got some great music yet. Junior high and high school.
Wait, what'd she say?
All right, welcome to our junior high portion of tonight's concert. We're going to begin with a piece entitled Cloudgate. It's a piece that's centered around the city of Chicago. So in the first portion, you're going to hear sounds that kind of mimic the city hustle and bustle. In the middle section, you're going to hear a little bit more bluesy, sort of jazzy sounds to emulate the culture of Chicago. And then it's going to bring it back around again to the city hustle and bustle section. So please enjoy Cloudgate. All right, thank you so much. We're going to continue on with a pretty fun piece entitled Irish Jig for Young Feet. Everyone on stage gets to be a part of the percussion section tonight, so you're going to hear them involved in some call and response between the percussion, and you're going to get this sort of classic Irish dance that you might find in a pub somewhere in Ireland. So please enjoy Irish Jig for Young Feet. thank you so much for coming tonight. It's been a pleasure getting to work with these students all year, and we're so excited to be able to get to perform and share our music that we worked so hard on over the course of a couple of months. So we're going to finish our portion of the concert tonight with a really fun piece. I found this, I think maybe last spring, and I was like, I want to do this at some point. I've never done anything patriotic in my 7 years, really, other than things that are veterans programs. So this is kind of a fun twist on that. This is a piece called Mount Rockmore. It's going to feature two main patriotic tunes, Stars and Stripes Forever and My Country 'Tis of Thee. But sprinkled in there, if you can find it, there's a little bit of Your Grand Old Flag and just a tiny bit of the Star Spangled Banner. So this is a fun one. We're excited to perform it, and thank you so much for coming tonight. Please stick around for our high school performance. We're going to be celebrating them and all their achievements, and playing some really wonderful music as well.
Good thing nobody's here.
All right. had to get things set up really quick. Welcome to our final high school band concert of the school year. Tonight we're gonna not only play some music for you guys, but we're gonna be celebrating all the wonderful things that these students have been doing over the course of the year. So I'm gonna begin with kind of where we started our year, marching band. I'm gonna invite our marching band leadership to come up when I call their name. Our drum major this year was Grant Schleter. Our color guard captain was Emery Pearson. And our drumline captain was Hunter Sargent. These guys helped us get down the road. Truly, it was their leadership and their dedication to the band, and just leading these students through this marching season that gave us our success. So I want to thank them so much for their leadership and their passion to being a part of our band. So one more round of applause for these guys. Okay, you guys are good. Throughout the year, we had several students participate in some honor bands and honor band festivals throughout the course of our time. And these were either by just being nominated or else through an audition process and being selected to participate. So when I call your name, there's going to be quite a few of you guys, but I'm going to maybe scoot over just a little bit more. You can come up and grab a certificate from Miss Hoffman as I call your name when we go through each honor band. Okay. So in the fall, we had 6 students participate in our Augustana Honor Band Festival. Mason Harstad, Olivia Lyseth, Ainsley Pullman, Hunter Sargent. You can come up and grab them. Okay. And then Luke Strom and Tiffany Tejan. Round of applause for these guys. Okay. Then why don't you guys stay up here? Many of these students participated in more than one, so they're going to be receiving a couple of different certificates. The next one that students attended was the Dakota Wesleyan University Honor Band Festival. This was brand new this year, and so we gave it a try, and it was definitely an adventure, to say the least, but it was still worthwhile, and we definitely made some memories. So these students participated in the Dakota Wesleyan University Honor Band Festival. Ellie Zerny, go ahead, come up and get your certificate. Mason Harstad. Caden King, Ryan Lehman, Olivia Lyseth, Emery Pearson, Ainsley Pullman, Hunter Sargent, Grant Schleter, and Tiffany Tejan. Round of applause for these people. Okay. We only have a couple more that will be coming up. So after that, we had several of these similar students participate in the USD Honor Band Festival. This one was auditioned, and so then they were selected from there. These 5 students participated: Ellie Zerny, Hunter Sargent, Grant Schleter, Luke Strom, and Tiffany Tejan. Round of applause for those students. All right, and the final honor band we had 4 students participate in was the SDSU Honor Band Festival: Ellie Zerny, Lucas Marnock, Grant Schleter, and Tiffany Tejan. Okay. Thank you guys for participating. You guys can stay up here. That's okay. Stay here. To all of you guys that participated and to the few of you that did more than one, thank you so much for your dedication to going above and beyond and finding opportunities just out, beyond our walls here at Tri-Valley. So one more congratulations to all those students that participated beyond our walls. Okay, you guys can Okay, the final sort of batch of awards and certificates that I want to give out is for the Region 2 Solo and Ensemble Contest. I had the largest amount of students participate in it this year, and I hope that continues to go forward. So if you participate in that, why don't we just make it quick and start making your way up here. Okay, so these students participated: Ellie Zerny, Mason Harstad, Max Hickenbotham, Ryan Lehman. Once you get your certificate, stay up here. Olivia Lyseth, Emery Pearson, Bailey Peterson, Ainsley Pullman, Hunter Sargent, Grant Schleter, Lily Schleter, Luke Strom, and Tiffany Tejan. You guys can go like in front. This year, I really kind of gave these guys the reins when choosing their pieces and working on it. I kind of sent them on their way, and they had the confidence and the determination to put this together with kind of a short amount of time. And I'm super proud of their work, and they all received really high rankings on their performances. So one more round of applause for these guys. All right, we're going to continue on with another piece entitled Sunburst, and we'll continue with some more awards as we get into the next sections. All right, we're going to continue on with some band awards right now. Every year I give out an Outstanding Band Member Award for each grade level. I kind of base this on how involved they are. Sometimes I base it on just their character and how they kind of act as a member of our band. So I'm going to go through each of these as I call your name. If you receive this award, please stay up here so I can address all of you guys at the end. Okay? All right, our first award is going to go to our outstanding freshman. This student is someone that has just become a very reliable person in the band. They've got a very calm, cool, collected sort of personality, and I find that I'm going to look to them, I think, in the future for that sort of same calmness that I'm always going to be looking for. So our outstanding freshman this year is Cruz Willard. Okay, our outstanding sophomore this year is someone that I've seen really go out of their way to find different opportunities and to really just get themselves out of their shell. And I think they've found some success, and I hope that they continue to do this going forward. I can tell that they have a passion for music, and they've found music and band to be kind of their place of calmness, which it's been really cool to see that kind of develop over the last couple years, and especially this year. So our outstanding sophomore this year is Bailey Peterson. All right, our outstanding junior. This is someone who just has just a really high quality to their character as just a human being. I kind of decided, I think, on this all the way back in our marching band season, and I was just so impressed by their willingness to step up and take charge, even when they had some really crazy circumstances kind of be thrown at them at the very last minute. So I found that they've become a very reliable person to the band and to me, and I'm just excited to see them next year in that sort of role as a senior. So our outstanding junior this year is Connor Moeller. All right, and lastly is our outstanding senior. I wish I could give this out to everyone because all of my seniors have been such a joy to teach. And this one, this year has been especially great to kind of get to know. In all honesty, I didn't kind of know their personality very much until kind of this year, which I'm really glad that I got to kind of get to see that a little bit more. And they've become such a really helpful person to me, and they've also kind of gone out of their way to kind of step beyond their comfort zone even this year in their last year. So our outstanding senior this year is Max Hickenbotham. Thank you to the four of these students for leading the band, whether that be really out loud or else just silently. I'm so appreciative of your guidance and your leadership in any way, in any shape. So one more round of applause for these outstanding students. Okay, the next award is one that was started before I even got here, and I wanted to keep the tradition going because I thought it was such a wonderful sentiment to give to a student who just has a lot of passion for music. So I'm going to be presenting the Spirit of the Mustang Music Award for a student that demonstrates pride for our band, passion to be a musician, and helping show a purpose of music in our school. This student, I did want to give this to them last year, but I didn't actually have the chance, and it's kind of the reason why I want to give it to them this year. We had a student who unfortunately ran into some academic challenges. They wanted to take different things, and they had to kind of make a choice. And so even though they had to make that choice, they went above and beyond to stay connected to the band no matter what, and they participated in honor bands, and they helped us in marching band when they could, and in whatever way that they could. So I'm just so thankful for the student that stepped up last year, and I'm really thankful for the student for being in band and continuing to be a part of this group, even when they ran into those challenges. So our Spirit of the Mustang Music Award goes to Ellie Zerny this year. Okay, one more award before we continue on with some music. Every year we give out the John Philip Sousa Award, and I'll just kind of give you a little explanation on what it is. Since 1954, thousands of high schools have honored their top band students with the John Philip Sousa Award. The pinnacle of achievement in high school band, the Sousa Award recognizes outstanding dedication and superior musicianship. This award has become a nationwide symbol of excellence in music achievement. Here at Trav Valley, we honor our most deserving senior band member each year by presenting him or her with the John Philip Sousa Award. We too believe that the Sousa Award recognizes superior musicianship, leadership, dependability, loyalty, and cooperation, the qualities that directors strive to develop in all of their students. The student that's going to be receiving this has portrayed all of these qualities and have gone far above and beyond, and it's been such a joy to get to see them just blossom in this world of music, and especially in band. So this year's recipient of the John Philip Sousa Award is Tiffany Tejan. I wish I could give even more awards to everyone. They're certainly all deserving of those sort of accolades. I'm thankful for their talents. We took the full band to our Region 2 large group contest, and we received all 3 superior ratings. So how about a round of applause for the full band for that? All right, we're going to continue on with a really beautiful piece that we actually played at our large group contest called Romanza. All right, it is that time to celebrate our seniors of this year. So I'm going to let the seniors skedaddle on down to the front row so that they can see their final slideshow. Band members, if you want to make your way to the sides, certainly you can. This is kind of a different setup than we normally had in our gyms, so we kind of have to figure out a way to do this, and this is the best way to do it. So presenting our 2025 seniors, please enjoy this slideshow to celebrate them.
In that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of burst out. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at.
Rows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and further canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way. so many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, and up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall.
I'm just a kid. Never use my brain. I only use my heart and my imagination. I'm just a kid. I always make mistakes. Never say I'm sorry. The mistakes that I made.
Okay, seniors, why don't you guys make your way up to here, and I'll present you guys with your senior plaque to celebrate your 4 years of success. And our Music Boosters has also put together a gift for you guys as well to celebrate your 4 years of participation. So pause right there. I'll call you up one at a time, okay? All right, our first band senior is Ellie Zerny. We have Mr. Max Hickenbotham. Mr. Dawson Larson. Emery Pearson. Grant Schleter. And last but not least, Tiffany Tejan. These are just a really excellent group of students and just people in general. It's been a pleasure getting to know them. We have a lot of memories, and it's always fun to put the slideshow together because it lets me relive our 4 years together. I always say this to all my seniors, you guys are more than ready for your next sort of chapter in this world. I'm really excited for their futures and for their sort of next chapters. As you continue on, be bold, be brave. You guys are ready to take it on, and I'm super proud of you guys. I have so many emotions. It's quite sad for me. This is such a really amazing group, and we have so many good memories. It's hard to see them go, but like every year, you guys have really big shoes to fill, but that's due to your leadership and your presence in the band, and they have so much to look up to you guys for that. So thank you so much for your dedication, and how about one more round of applause for these students. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we're going to finish our night with our final piece entitled Chasing Crimson. This, I think, became their favorite of the year, maybe. So it's been a lot of fun to put together, and we hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
horn anymore. Can I leave it home? Because I won't be here tomorrow.
Okay.